Hello, hello, hello. You guys, I'm so excited to be here with you today to do some makeup tips because I've got some really cool things for you that I need to tell you about, especially for my over 50 ladies that have mature skin. So as you jump on, let me know where you're tuning in from and also make sure that you are tagging your planner. So hi Luann, thanks for watching. I can't wait to share all my tips and tricks with you guys because us mature skin ladies, we need to stick together. We need to stick together and help each other out. So hi Kathy, thanks for jumping on. I'm so excited that you guys are here and I can't wait for you to see the magic of this ICD makeup because we haven't had it very long. But what I can share with you is that it has absolutely blown our minds, has taken the world by storm because there's nothing like it. So, hang on, I'm going to have to shut my door. Our house is under construction and I just want to make sure if they're coming in that I shut my door all the way. Debbie, my friend Debbie is here. Yay. Yay. Debbie and I have been friends for years and years and years. And she's one of my favorite people, just brightens every time I see her pop on. I'm like, Debbie's here. So you guys, first off, what I want to make sure you're doing is you're tagging your planners below. Okay, make sure you tag them. Every time you make a comment, in fact, it's really a good idea to tag your planner because the more you tag your planner and the more you comment and interact with any of the videos, if you didn't interact with videos that happened yesterday and the day before, make sure you go back and tag them, okay? Because the more you interact, the more chances you have of winning some really, really cool prizes, okay? So let me get started. I have some notes up just because there's some cool things that I don't want to miss talking about with the makeup. I can talk how to apply it all day long, but there's some really cool ingredients in these products. I want to say that the coolest part about especially this one right here is that it's actually skincare with some color. Okay, so yes, it's makeup, but it is actually skincare. So I love that they've done that. And if you know Korean skincare and you guys have heard from the other ladies that this product is actually, they ban so many harsh ingredients in Korea. So in the US, we ban 11. And in Korea, they banned 3,000 of the harsh toxic chemicals. So I love that. I love knowing that the products I'm using are safe for my skin. I love knowing that the products are gentle enough to even be used on children or grandchildren in my case. So first off, I want to talk about prepping the skin because I feel like this is a little bit different for those that have mature skin. And prepping the skin is really, really important. So you want to make sure that your skin is super hydrated, okay? So my favorite way to prep the skin is this right here. This is called the two-phase oil mist. A two-phase oil mist, and I'm sure people have gone over this, how great it is. I find that I love prepping my skin with this, especially because I'm a little bit on the dry side. So if you find that when you apply this, you're a little dry, add this first. It takes care of everything. Not only that, but it really helps keep the skin hydrated. My other favorite thing to prep with is the multi-balm stick. And you guys have heard how awesome it is. It is like magic. Shake this baby up, get the oil and water mixed. And I'm just going to prep. And it smells good. It feels good. I love it on my lips. So super yummy. Now you can rub it around if you want to. I never do. I'm just lazy that way. But then I'm going to go in and make sure that my under eyes are super hydrated before I apply any other makeup. So even if you don't use the ICD cushion and you have another foundation that you love, try prepping with that oil mist and try prepping with the multi-balm stick, especially under your eyes, especially if the products you're using are causing any caking or creasing under your eyes. That's going to make a huge difference. Now, the other thing you can prep with, and I think this works. So let's say you're a little bit more on the oily side. This one actually has some ingredients in it that help control the oil. So this is a good one. I'm going to use this after. I like using the other before. So let's do some makeup. So I actually am going to show you using 3 different cushions. And just remember, your planner or the person who invited you here would be able to like help choose colors for you. The website does a pretty good job and there's pictures up, but if you want like personal help, that's what we're here for. That's actually what we love. So my main shade is 23 Natural Beige. So let me just kind of show you what a cushion is. Hang on. Get in here. Sorry, the dog came in and then I for sure need to shut the door, which is why the door wasn't shut in the first place, because my dog would just sit at the door and whine once she realized that I was in here. So we're just going to take care of that. So the cushion, it comes in a really pretty compact like this. Okay. And when you open it up, it has a little, this is like a little applicator pad. Okay. You can use this pad, or you can use a brush, or you can use like a perfector sponge. Then when you open this up like this, that is actually the cushion. Okay. Now, when people look at this, they think it's probably some type of powder. This is actually a hybrid. Okay. Meaning it's not a liquid. I mean, it's a liquid, it's a cream, it's a powder all in one. So it's a hybrid of all 3 things. Okay. So when I touch on this, see that's the product. Okay. Super creamy, really pretty, light reflective, yummy, yummy product. Okay. So let me wipe that off my finger so I don't get it all over my shirt, because that's usually what happens. Get it all over my shirt. So this is kind of like a sponge. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you understand, and then we'll start applying, is when you purchase this, it comes in a box. Okay. And in that box, you'll have this, but don't throw the box away, because hidden underneath is another replacement cushion and pad. Okay. And the way this works is you push on the bottom and this comes out. So when you run out of product here, you just replace it with another one. I love it. See how that just snaps right into place? Let me make sure it's in. Yep, it's in. And you're getting 2 for the price of 1. Another tip is when your cushion starts to run out on this side, you can actually pull this sponge out and flip it over, and then there's more product on the bottom. I mean, so for the money, you really, really can't beat it. And then knowing that it's packed with skincare. So I'm going to start to apply. This is number 23. What you're going to see on me is I'm like right between a 23 and a 21. So I will flex back and forth in color. And you guys, I'm not seeing your comments. So if you're asking questions, I'll go back and answer them. I don't know why Facebook doesn't like me today. Okay. So I'm just going to go in and tap into this. And if you're like, look how dark it is, it's too dark for your face. Don't panic, because I want you to see the magic of what happens with it as it morphs into my coloring. So you don't have to like worry about it being like the exact right color. And I'm just using this brush, and it's a new brush, and it's by Anissa Beauty. And you can apply it with the cushion, or you can apply it with a brush. So I'm just going to tap in, and I'm going to just start to work this around. And I want you to see this and be like, yeah, that looks too dark, because the magic comes in how it adjusts to your skin. So you don't have to like, and I like a super light coverage. Remember, with mature skin, sometimes less is best. And with this product, it is packed with some micro powders, and those micro powders will actually set the product, and it's kind of magical how it does that. I put a little mascara on before. Okay, and it's completely buildable coverage. So you're like, okay, looks really pretty. Like, honestly, this, I could put some blush and bronzer on and be good to go. But no, we're going to take it up a notch, okay? Because I want to show you the versatility of these and why I love having a couple of different colors. So right now it's summer. I have a little bit of color in my skin. 23 works great. I'm going to use 21 to brighten or use it kind of as a concealer. During the winter, when I'm super fair, I will go straight to 21 and won't even use 23 probably. But I love having a couple of different ones, and I know it's kind of an investment in the beginning. So grab one that is your main shade that your planner can help you with, and then you can start to add a couple more on. So I'm going to open this one up. And I want to show you with this one, I'm going to use the little pad, and you can take it and like squish it in half, squish it on your finger, whatever you want. And then I'm going to use this to kind of tap on, okay? So you can see, oh, I got way too much product, you guys. But this is good because I want you to see that even if you're a little heavy-handed with your products, it still won't settle under your eyes. I am telling you right now, this is the only product that I will use under my eyes because it doesn't settle in the wrinkles. It is wild. I don't understand the wizardry behind it. I just know that it is something that, like, it doesn't settle in the wrinkles. And I swear it has to do with some of the micro powders in it. But look how pretty. And it doesn't settle. There is no settling. Thank you. Thank you for making it so that there's no settling in the wrinkles, because for those of us that have a lot of texture under our eyes, and because our eyes are always moving and creasing, that it's not uncommon to see products settle and like settle into the cracks and crevices. But this is the only product I've ever applied, whether I put on a lot or I put on a little, it doesn't settle. Okay, so I won't use anything else under my eyes ever again. No concealers. It is completely buildable coverage. So hallelujah, buildable coverage. So if you want a light application, great. If you want more of a full coverage application, you can do that too. It's completely buildable. Now let's add this shade. I made a big mess of it. I should have cleaned this up before this live video. But with this one, this is the darkest shade. It's number 27 or deep. I'm going to tap into it with a stiffer brush like this. And I'm actually going to add a little dimension to my face, okay? Meaning for those of us with mature skin or with aging faces, everything tends to start to like sag a little bit, okay? What this does is actually lifts it back up again. So I like to start at the top of my ear and just kind of tap this darker color in. I want you to think about, don't go like this, okay? Or that's going to be too low on your face. Everything we want to kind of lift upwards, okay? See how pretty that is? See how that gave my face some really pretty dimension? So don't skip on this part. You can also just use it with a lighter brush and just use it like a bronzer. But I'm actually going to use this shade also as an eyeshadow for you guys so that you can see the versatility of the products. So I like to take a little bit up here on my forehead, see what that does. And you can actually kind of contour your nose with it as well underneath here. Don't forget to hide some of that sagging that happens here, okay? So easy peasy lemon squeezy is what my grandkids would say. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm going to take a little bit more on this brush and run it down the center of my nose. Okay, so you guys can kind of see what happens when you contour a nose. And then I just like to tap it in with my finger, okay? Super pretty, super easy. Again, some of my favorite ingredients in the cushion itself has the patented giant byung pul leaf extract in it. Okay, so what does that mean? What does a byung pul leaf do? It's actually for antioxidant care. It's like an anti-inflammatory. So if you have like puffy eyes, it's an anti-inflammatory. One, it's not going to dry out your under eye and cause the creasing. It's going to give you good coverage, but it's also going to kind of heal that under eye, okay? It also creates a brighter skin tone. So, so just remember, it's not just makeup that's just covering up. This is actually skincare that's going to be working during the day. Long gone are the days where you put a lot of money into skincare and then you wear really toxic makeup. You don't have to do that anymore. It used to be that you had to like settle. So if you wanted clean makeup, then it didn't perform, it didn't last, it didn't have like the longevity. Or you had toxic makeup that had longevity and provided coverage. Now you have something that does both. So I love that so much about it. This also, like we said, it controls excess oil, and it does that through the micro powders. Okay, so hooray! It has like eco ceramide shea butter in it. Okay, also has snow mushroom extract, which is a humectant to help keep like the skin moisturized and helps with barrier protection. Okay, and that antioxidant care that you get. So yay, yay, yay. You do your skincare and then you continue the healing of the skin with a really great makeup product, okay? So that's it for the cushion, okay? If you guys have questions, ask them. I'll jump in the comments later and like answer them. But I will tell you, there is nothing that I've seen better for mature skin under the eyes like I have this product. Okay, so if you have a foundation you like, but you need some type of concealer, like holy moly, don't pass this up. You will be mind blown. There's a reason that the cushions are so popular in Europe and Asia. It's just that in the US, we've never seen a cushion before. So this is like game changing for the makeup. Okay, so next I'm going to show you guys some of the new lip products that we have, because these are called butter lip tints. There's a semi-gloss, hang on, a semi-matte and a matte, okay? And they come in some really pretty colors. We actually have 2 new colors coming out, hopefully next month, so be watching for that. But I will tell you, these are delicious. The first time I applied them, I was like, it was so different. There's a reason they're called velvet, because it literally feels like velvet. And a couple of the cool things about it is that, and what I had, like some of my friends were trying them for the first time, they were like, I feel like it erases the lines on my lips. And I'm like, what? It erases the lines on lips? Do you know how many people will love that? I swear that's what it does. And one of the reasons is it's got that giant byung pul in it. It's got the ceramides in it. It's got something called, hang on, let me look on my little paper, because I feel like I'm going to like ruin it. It's called Theobromine grandiflorum. Like, what is that? Okay. And it's because of the antioxidant care and the collagenere in it that helps smooth everything out. It hydrates deeply. And that's pretty magical. Okay, so I'm going to use this shade, hang on, Symphony Pink, okay? I love Symphony Pink. I love Dusky Mauve. I mean, I like, there's some really good ones. Some of these colors are really bold and you're like, I can't wear that bold. I want you to just like take a breath and be like, okay, but if you put them on, like if I swatch them on my arm, that's going to be there for a while. Usually the next day, it's still there. Okay. So I'm going to use this actually on my cheeks too. Okay. I'm just going to dab a little bit like that. And then I'm going to go in and tap on this and just kind of blend that out. There's my husband. We have like a dual office here while all the construction is happening. He's a good sport. He shares his space with me. Okay, I need a little bit more right here. So another thing that I love is that you can use this color right here, which is a nude, as an eyeshadow. It's beautiful as an eyeshadow. I wanted to show you what the cushion looked like as an eyeshadow though. So, but know that like that is a beautiful, it's kind of that nude color that you want to start your eyeshadow looks out with. Look how pretty that is. Symphony pink. And it looks really scary, but it's such a beautiful color. And you can put this on like full coverage lip, or like me, I'm not like a full coverage lip person. I like it light. So I usually apply it like that. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to stain my finger now. It has, so if you're wondering how long they last, okay, I feel like somebody's probably in the comments asking, do they last a long time? I think lip products are so different for people. For some people, the products will last all day. For others, it just doesn't. I want to say that the matte colors last longer than the semi-matte. Okay, so keep that in mind when choosing. And there's some great colors both in semi-matte and in matte. Another product that we have that I want to touch on is this one right here. This is the lip oil mask. Okay, this one is packed with the giant young pool. It has the collagenere in it. It has other words that I'm like, I can't, like if I, like I'm not going to pronounce them right. It's kind of a mess. But this is not just like a lip oil. This is a definite treatment. My daughter-in-law to be has horribly like chafed lips, cracks. She peels the skin off. It's really, really bad. This is the only thing she's ever used that has like smoothed her lips out. It's incredible. I don't want to apply it yet. I want to wait just a minute and like I'll apply it after so you can kind of see the light reflection. But I wanted to show you how to use number 27 as an eyeshadow. This is the one I used for my contour bronzer look, but it's such a beautiful eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take an eyeshadow brush and just get a little bit on my brush. And you can see it goes a long way. So especially the colors that you use for like contour and for your like brightening shade, you are not going to go through those very fast. I would bet they last a year. That's my guess. But see how pretty that is? What a beautiful eyeshadow it is. So just know this is also really pretty, like as a like around the lips, kind of like a lip liner. But the main thing that I want you guys to understand is, one, its staying power, especially on mature skin. Well, on everybody really, but especially on mature skin. What normally happens with us with makeup is our makeup will look dull, dry. It settles into the wrinkles. And with this, it leaves like more of a semi-matte, like a satin finish. So if you want extra glow, you can like add some of these lip colors. The semi-matte ones have a little bit of a sheen to them, but most people like a satin finish. They don't necessarily want their skin to look super glowy. And with that being said, the staying power of this, so if you live in the South where it's super humid and you've never found a makeup that doesn't like melt off, this right here is going to change everything for you. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to finish with is the Set and Stay makeup spray. This again is packed with skincare. You can use this before your makeup, after your makeup. Let's say in the middle of the day you need like just a little refreshing, or you want a little bit more glow. You can always add this or this as to like really create that pretty glow. and it gives the most beautiful glow. But I hope you guys, if you've asked any questions, I'll come back and answer them. I'm sorry I can't see the comments. It always makes me frustrated because that's what's so fun about live videos, is being able to interact and like talk about, like, answer questions live, but I'll go back and answer them. Hopefully I've answered a lot. This is the oil. Isn't it beautiful? But this is something that you want. Think of this more as a lip treatment. Yes, it's beautiful over the top of the lip colors, but I want you to think of it more as a lip treatment. Okay, it's does amazing things for the lips. So if you have like really dry lips, you're going to die at how good this is. Okay, and I know we're giving away some lip products in our giveaway, so make sure that you've tagged your planner below. Make sure you've interacted here. The more you interact and talk and ask questions and get in all the posts, not just the live videos, but the posts, that is going to increase your chances. The other thing is that some of the prizes we are going to be available to those who make a purchase. Okay, there's no minimum on the purchase. Just make a purchase. It could be that you buy the lip oil. I don't know how you wouldn't buy the cushion, but the lip oil is really, really awesome. So if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to your planner. They can help you with all the color choices that you need. We have 5 different shades. I use 3 of the 5 here today. And yeah, you guys, I hope you've had so much fun. The presenters have like knocked it out of the park. I learned so much yesterday. So if you missed out on some of those live videos, make sure you go back and watch them. There's some great information. And you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope you win a prize.